My thoughts upon reflecting the presidential debate last night between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I watched the presidential debate via Armand's Wiggins platform. I was happy that he streamed it because it was kind of like a buffer, having to watch that. His energy is a good buffer for things like that. And I was just really not very impressed with either party. Tupac said, "It ain't nothing but a gangsta party." Well, last night it was nothing but a pander party. It ain't nothing but a pander party. And I felt like Kamala's approach was, I want to speak to the bleeding heart liberals who raised all that money for me and black people who want to see added melanin in office. I want to speak to you, because I've never actually been the president of the United States. So I really need to make you believe that I'm invested and I care, because I haven't actually gotten the seat yet. And Donald Trump's strategy was more good old-fashioned fear-mongering, and a nod and wink to the big brother who's always watching. I'm not going to say too much right now because, I want to make sure that the electoral college vote lands in my favor. I'm not too much worried about the popular vote. So I'm going to talk over the common folk head, talk over the liberals' head, and I'm just going to make sure nod, wink, nod, wink, that, big brother that's watching knows that, hey, you can count on me not to really say too much. And Kamala kind of took a little note out of that book too. Very, also deflected, articulately, deflected, but there was still deflection, on both parties. Yeah, that's what it gave me. Kamala was, bleeding heart. America deserves better, and I think America deserves just what it's getting, to be perfectly honest with you. Donald Trump, it was obvious, he's trying to stay out of jail, and he's not gonna, oversell this, Then when they said what he said about the transgender aliens, immigrants being operated on in prison, like people are making jokes out of it, like, would y'all really be surprised if that was true? Like, transgender surgeries are truly advancing. Technology is advancing. And you do need people to practice on. You do need people to practice on. It's a huge money grab. It's a huge industry. And you do need people to practice on so that you can improve the surgeries. We're not going to act like we don't have a history of picking homeless people up off the street and practicing on them. And with the influx of immigrants who don't speak English, who don't really have any representation or voice in this nation, it's not incredibly impossible to believe that some of them are probably being used against their will to advance the technology of trans surgeries, because they are improving by leaps and bounds. So it would not surprise me. The Simpsons was known for putting things out in our face in a joking, satiric way, and a lot of times it held a lot of truth. And so people cracking jokes, but at this point, I don't put anything past America. Um, Donald Trump is the type of person, I think, that he wins you over when he's in the room with you. Those are his relationships with people. He builds relationships through winning you over. Um, I think that the strategy Kamala is going for is pretty much giving you Obama in a silk press. It was really giving me Obama vibes. I'm gonna be articulate. I'm gonna talk really well. I'm gonna you know, talk a good game. But a lot of times when they talk a good game, the performance doesn't align. So last night overall for me, just being authentic and honest about it, it was just, it fell flat, from both parties. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the election. If you want to add to the conversation, see you down in the comments. Y'all have a great day. Later.